An angel came to him, and he came and told the people, an angel came to me and told me to do this and told you to stop worshipping idols and we should worship one God, and it's all a lie.
Okay.
All right. First thing we need to ask, why did people lie? What's the motive? Money and power? Okay. Let's look at, first of all, did Muhammad ﷺ have that motive? Yeah?
Was he high up in a political...
His uncles were the custodians of the Kaaba.
So he could have motive?
No. His uncles were the custodians of the Kaaba, meaning his family already had the power in Mecca.
Okay.
First thing. Second thing, he was married to the richest woman in Mecca. Yeah.
So he's got money.
He's got money, and he's already got the potential of status. Third thing.
But they also offered him.
Yeah, I'll come to that. Yeah, and when he was calling to the one God and telling the people to stop worshipping these statues, the Quraysh, his uncles, said to his uncle who loved him, who was closest to him, who brought him up, said, look, go to your nephew, tell him we'll give him his weight in gold, mountain of gold, and any woman he wants to marry and status in the city, just stop telling the people to worship this one God.
King.
Yeah, basically. And when they came to him, he responded, if they were to give the moon, put my moon in the left hand and the sun in my right, I would never give up this call. So he was offered riches, he was offered fame, he was offered whatever he wanted to stop doing this. Now we know, and then we can look at the life of him and what he was known as. He was known as the trusted one, the one who you could rely upon to leave your goods with if you were travelling, and he would take care of it. And when you come back, he wouldn't steal anything, basically. He was the one you would go to if you had a dispute amongst you to arbitrate. This is pre-Islam. This is pre-prophethood. So we have his nature. So the question needs to be asked, he's gone from 40 years of being a truthful man who everyone trusts.
And can I ask, how do you know what's about Muhammad? Is that through the Quran?
No, this is through the history.
Through the history.
Yeah, we have the hadith, which is the sayings and the teachings of the Prophet ﷺ and the stories and that. So it's not everything like the Quran is not like the Bible where it tells you what Muhammad did and where he went and what he said and who he spoke to. That's not what the Quran is. The Quran is from Allah. The teachings of Muhammad come through the hadith and through what his companions said he did. Very similar to the Bible, the New Testament, but the difference being is when we hear something that the Prophet did such and such a thing, we would ask, well, who said that? And this person said that, and this person said that, and this person said that. Okay. Were they reliable? Were they trustworthy? Were they there? Okay. The New Testament, we don't have that chain. We don't know who started it. Yeah. So we can't even verify whether the person telling you that thing is actually telling you the truth. We can't even verify whether they were there. So how, if they were, we don't how to say they were there, and we don't know if they were truthful, how do we know what they're saying is the truth? So we have this system. Oh, okay. So going back, and when the Quraysh, when they heard this Quran being recited, they sent their best poets to investigate where's he getting these words from, because we know this man, he's illiterate. He can't come out with this stuff. Where's he getting it from? Their response was, we know he's not a liar, and we know he's not mad. It's magic. Now imagine this, right? You've sent poets to go and hear this Quran being recited, and the only conclusion they come, it's supernatural. So there was something in those words that was supernatural. Okay. I personally believe we can leave lying at this point, because what we have to understand is this. When he came with this call, he was rejected, he was persecuted, they suffered, the people who followed him suffered, they were exiled in the desert to starve to death. The people were told you can't marry the Muslims, people were told you can't sell bread to them. Basically they tried to starve them in the desert. Now I ask you, would a man who knows what he's saying is a lie, would give up all his status, give up all his position and power as well, and for a lie? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, so I personally believe I can bin that. Then we could come to mental, crazy, delusional, seeing visions, not there. Well, when we look at what the Quran teaches and what it contains, and then we look at the life of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and the order and structure of everything, and the way that the Quran will fit 21st century man like a glove, if we follow its guidance, yeah, it's something that can surpass every age of those two propositions, because you're already convinced. Do you understand? So all you're going to do is delay yourself. Yeah, and what did I say to you? That's all Satan has left for you. Procrastination.
You know the reason why
delay
they're asking you repeatedly? It's just to make small point.
Yeah.
The reason they're asking you repeatedly is that the only difference that making the statement that you testified as only Allah is worthy of worship and that Muhammad is his messenger, peace be upon him, the only difference it makes is these are the keys for paradise. So whatever happens from this point forward, whether you, and God forbid, you're on the way home and you have a near-death experience, or even a death experience, or whether you go home and your journey then has begun and it's a very long and slow journey where you sort of take... What you've done is this two-pronged attack from Satan, i.e. one is to delay you and the other thing is to put you in a position where you sort of start to get doubts about things that have already become clear, because that can happen as well when you reread things. A doubt that you didn't have before can suddenly come. So this is a two-pronged attack from Satan.
Yeah, because he's not just delaying you.
Absolutely.
He's going to mess around with what you've been told.
What you've been told.
I agree. And for me personally, and this is no disrespect, if I was to do something like a shard, I wouldn't be doing it in an audience. I wouldn't be doing it.
That's why we're going to go eat.
Praise to the graven images. The former things, behold, they have come to pass, and the new things I tell. Before they sprout, I will let you hear. Sing to the Lord a new song, his praise from the end of the earth. Those who go down to the sea and those therein, the islands and their inhabitants, the desert and its cities shall raise their voice. Kedar shall be inhabited with villages. The rock dwellers shall exult from the mountain peaks, and they shall shout. They shall give glory to...
So which Bible are you using there?
So this is probably...
Because what you've done, you've interpreted a word there. Sella. You ignored the word Sella.
Qaidar too, Qaidar.
No, Qaidar he said. You ignored the rock dwellers. No, because the rock dwellers, when you translate the rock dwellers, it says Sella.
Salah is in Medina. It's not
Sella is Medina. So the question we ask is, which messenger of God came and made the city of Medina sing with joy?
is a mountain near to the mosque.
And established as well. Who established?
And if you continue, came as a mighty warrior and turned the idolaters back in utter shame.
And
Who
he
did
doesn't
that?
cry, and he doesn't this, and he doesn't...
And a light to the Gentiles.
Let's just go into the Hebrew.
So what, they've taken that word out, yeah?
No, where it says, it should say Sella.
Yeah.
And Sella is a mountain in Medina. And they translated it as rock dwellers.
Exactly, yeah.
And what it says basically is that God will send a messenger. He'll make the deserts, the land where Kedar inhabits. Who is Kedar? Kedar is one of the descendants of Ishmael. Ismail. So this is the Arabs. So a messenger of God is going to come and make the people who live in the deserts rejoice. And it says Sella, yeah? And the people of Sella sing with joy. Now Sella is Medina. So the question is this: which messenger of God made the desert rejoice? Yeah, go on. And made the city of Medina sing with joy. And came as a mighty warrior. And turned the idolaters back at the shame. Who cleaned out idolatry from the Holy Land?
Muhammad
So basically, your entire argument...
No. I'm just asking the question: who is it?
Yeah, so
Christians will claim it's Jesus, by the way.
So
He established nothing.
So the Jewish understanding, speaking about the Messiah who's going to come for us.
No, keep reading. I like it.
No. But can I just finish? Whenever it uses the term "light unto the nations," it's talking to the Jewish people. Yeah. I mean, because it's in Devar, I think it's Devarim, where it says you're a light unto the nations. Yeah, you will be a light unto the nations. So in Hebrew, certain words are used to describe certain things. So whenever it says achi, that's usually referring to, or always referring to the Jewish people. When it says a light unto the nations, it's always referring to the people because it's confirmed in the 5 books of Moses.
That doesn't change the prophecy, though.
No.
That wouldn't change the fact that because obviously we believe that the prophet came to the Jews as well.
No, but so
it wouldn't change that.
The Jews were waiting for him. The Jews
weren't waiting.
The Jews used to use. They used to say to the, isn't it? They used to say to the pagans, "Wait until our prophet comes."
But the only evidence you have that Jews were waiting for a prophet.
Anyway, I don't want to discuss. Let's go on this. Who is this prophet? Let's stick the point.
Jewish understanding. I believe.
One second. Unless you're claiming he has to be Jewish, all right?
No, you're wrong. Can I clarify something?
Okay. Did Muhammad make the desert? Okay. First of all, what am I saying?
You're wrong.
Jonathan, please focus. All right. What am I saying just then? And what about what I said was wrong? So I'm going to say it again. So you're going to say I'm wrong. Wait.
I'm trying to tell you.
This is my claim. Muhammad sallallahu, he made the desert. Joseph. He made the deserts rejoice. He made a place called Sella sing with joy. Wait, Jonathan, can you relax, please?
Well, I've heard you say...
Jonathan, can you relax? No. You said I was wrong. So first of all, I'm going to... No, Jonathan. I'm going definitive on what I said, and then... No. I'm going definitive on what I said, and then you can tell me which portion of what I said was wrong. You can't just say I'm wrong when you're telling me what I'm wrong about. So I'm going to say it again. Jonathan. All right, I'm going to say it again to you. No, you're interrupting. I'm going to say it again to you. Are you listening?
I heard it each time you said it.
Oh, what did I say?
You said there's 4 things.
What are they? I said
there isn't.
There isn't 4.
There isn't. Wait on. it says the Messiah will bring world peace. Are you saying the last 1400 years since Muhammad we got world peace? The Messiah will be world peace. So Muhammad did not bring world peace, so he's not the Messiah.
Are you the artful dodger number 2? That's got nothing to do with what I said.
Yes, I know, that's what you said.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I said, no.
Things.
Don't misquote me. Jonathan, if you want to quote me, don't misquote me. I'll tell you exactly what I said. Because I said it. Are you listening? I'll say it to you. In Isaiah 42:10, it speaks of a prophet who will come. And it speaks of 4 qualities he will do. First quality, deserts will rejoice in his coming. Second quality, a place called Selah will sing for joy. Third quality, he will be a mighty warrior. Fourth quality, he will turn the idolaters back in utter shame. My claim, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made the deserts rejoice. The place called Selah is a mountain in Medina, yeah, which historically sang with joy on his hijrah when he migrated from Mecca to Medina. Okay, and he was a mighty warrior, and he did destroy the idols. So he fulfilled this criteria. Now, what I've just said to you, which part of that is wrong?
Okay, are you going to listen to me?